Hi and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome, it's good to see you. This is an open collaboration with Miniscenes GB, Crafty You Tubers United. The link will be in the description box below, so have a look. There's lots of crafty people on there and lots of things for you to see, learn, maybe even make yourself. Anyhow, I started with my choose box because sometimes I get really stuck on what to do, and I have several options, and with this one it came up with clay, so I had to use clay. Also came up with mythical, so I have lists with different numbers, different things in it, up to 31 numbers, and I picked out number 11, and number 11 said gnome. So I had to make something with clay, a mythical gnome. Now this is not set in stone, it just lends itself to helping me create. So eventually it turns out into something completely different. I have a lot of rubbish from a 3D printer that I'd rather not waste, so I keep it in a box separate. You see these mushrooms? I don't use them in the end. I'm not sure about these mushrooms at all. But as you can see, I stuck all the stuff together with some masking tape, just ordinary masking tape. I've got my slip so I can smush my clay around a bit better and hopefully help it to stick. By the time this stage was done, it looked like the sorting hat from Harry Potter, and I thought, oh, maybe I could just stick with that and just do Harry Potter wizard hat. Okay, but no, I changed my mind, and I carry on going through, well, making a mess really to start off with, because it always looks awful, because you're sticking clay on and it's just all smushy and oh, it feels so good. And there are parts of this where it looks totally rude, and I don't mean it to, and I do apologise if anybody takes offence to it. It's not my plan. I can't help the shape it ended up looking like. So yeah, there's that. Anyhow, it's sped up times a million because it took a couple of weeks for me able to use it, get it dry, then use it again, get it dry. So there's lots of stages in between. I use water as well to help me smooth things out. But so far so good. I mean, I've got these pieces that the black is for a tree stump. Originally my idea was to put the gnome, because there's still going to be a gnome at this stage, sat down with his feet up on the stump. Well, yeah, I didn't like that. I changed my mind. But I did keep the stump, but didn't have him sat down. So I moulded the clay around it just to make sure it all went into every little piece quite neatly. And you notice the bottom's not straight, but that doesn't really make much difference. It does stand nicely. And in the end I put some felt on the bottom so it won't mark a surface, and it looks neater. But you can see I'm just squishing clay in everywhere. I don't know if you noticed that bit there, but there was a bit of a jump. I actually lost some footage, which is probably wise, because the amount of footage I've had to just downgrade or speed up, or whatever you call it, there was a heck of a lot. But anyway, I've got his nose on and his arms are on, and he's got his beard coming along nicely. I think somewhere along here I try and put his feet on, but I don't know if I missed that out already. That might be the footage I've actually got rid of. But yeah, now I'm onto the hat, and I'm just building it up, and I decided it wasn't big enough. I needed a proper hat, Because now I think I've decided it's not a gnome anymore. It's a wizard. It's definitely a wizard. Especially with the next things I put on. Well, the other bits and bobs I put on. But you see, this hat, still not right. Nope, still not right. Don't like it. Not thick enough. But I'm trying to do his hair. And I'm trying to make it not tidy. A bit scruffy. But not too messy that it's all going to crack and fall apart. But there is a lot of clay on the hair. Just to give it some body. Missed some footage. Oh, and please don't look at the hands. I can't do hands. And I did think, well, it doesn't really matter. Because nobody's going to actually see the hands. Which is good. And here's my little books. I've got a spell book. And some letters. And some recipes in a little cookbook. And I got this off Temu. I'm still not quite sure what I'm doing with the actual mixture yet. And it did take me a while to get it going. You can see it's spluttering. But eventually, I got it and it cut down the painting time brilliantly. And it was only cheap. Doesn't actually plug into anything, not until you need to charge it. And it's USB charge, it's fab. I love it. Cuts down a lot of time. I just need to get me mixture right and then, Bob's your uncle. Job's a good one. So yeah, there's my coat. I let it dry. And now I'm painting the hat, my wizardy hat. And I've put little bits of detail on it. But I'm going to leave you to see how I finish painting it. The hands were not properly set in. But I do get a fix on that. I cheat, basically. After I've given it my wizard a wash with black watered down paint, just to give it some texture. After everything had glued down and dried, I just used resin. UV resin. And it's as stuck as you can ever get it now. I think you could, in fact I have dropped it and it's been fine. absolutely fine. It looks a treat now with all the shininess on it. The camera doesn't really do him much justice. But anyway, there he is. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any ideas for anything next for me to do, then please leave a comment. But don't forget to watch the rest of the videos in the collab. There are going to be some brilliant artists in there. See you again next time. Bye!